Schickler, and welcome to episode 28 of Schick Pick 6. The NFL season might be over, but the XFL is officially underway. So let's kick off the show by talking about the brand new league for pick number 6. Now, for those that don't know, the XFL is a winter and spring professional league created by WWE star Vince McMahon to fill a void of a long NFL offseason. But if you're thinking this will look a lot like the NFL, there are some big changes. First off, there's only 8 teams, 4 in the East, 4 in the West. Each will play 10 regular season games, and the top 2 teams will play a divisional playoff game, and then the winners will square off in the championship. The season kicked off Saturday afternoon, and here are the in-game rules that are very different from the NFL league we know. There are no extra points after touchdowns. Instead, each team can go for 1, 2, or 3 extra points by running a play from the 2, 5, or 10-yard line. Also, multiple forward passes are allowed, which is a huge advantage. And look at this here. The players on each team line up before the kickoffs, and the punt returners cannot make a fair call or let kickoffs roll into the end zone. Now, I think the biggest rule change is their running clock. No matter what happens. Incomplete pass, running clock. Touchdown, running clock. Anything you can think of, an injury, even a running clock. So games really shouldn't take nearly as long as the NFL, and that's why a lot of people are drawn to the XFL. Pick number 5 is the blockbuster trade this past week between the East and the West Coast. The trade rumors were circling a few days ago, but as of Sunday, they're official. The Boston Red Sox are sending outfielder Mookie Betts and pitcher David Price to the LA Dodgers in exchange for outfielder Alex Verdugo and 2 prospects. Now, let's not forget that these 2 teams faced off in the 2018 World Series, and the Sox took home the trophy. I don't know why the Red Sox would give up arguably 2 of their best players to, I would say, a rival team. But not only that, these 2 guys are huge assets on the field, and honestly, the Dodgers should be lucky that they snuck by in this trade. But we'll still have 2 months to see if they'll have as big of an impact as I think they will on the Dodgers. Pick number 4 is the breaking news coming out of the NFL just this afternoon. Phillip Rivers and the LA Chargers are officially parting ways after 16 seasons. That's a long time. The 40-year-old quarterback is entering free agency for the first time in his long career. Rivers holds over 30 franchise records and ranks inside the top 10 of NFL's all-time lists in numerous categories. He has 123 regular season victories, ranking 9th in the NFL, 397 touchdowns for 6th all-time, and 7,300-plus passing yard performances. He also had a whopping 224 consecutive starts, which is honestly just a testament to keeping his body healthy and in shape so that he could be the best quarterback for his Chargers. But we'll have a little bit of time to wait and see where he'll end up. Lots and lots of basketball for the last 3 picks of the show, so let's not waste any time and keep it going with pick number 3. And that pick is the NBA All-Star rosters that officially came out Saturday afternoon. Take a look here at Team Giannis versus Team LeBron. The 2 team leaders drafted their own teams, but even though they did that, you can see that it's almost exactly East versus West, except for about 2 players on each team. Starters-wise, I think Team LeBron has the upper hand, but for the entire roster, here's what the NBA shows after they went through all the stats. So clearly, that's a pretty even split, so we'll have to see what will happen as the All-Star game kicks off this weekend in Chicago. Now, pick number 2 is the crazy game last night in Houston against the Utah Jazz and Houston Rockets. This one was incredible. The ending was wild. As a basketball fan in general, I was glued to the screen. Instead of telling you what happened, I'll show you. With 1.6 seconds left in the game, Rockets' PJ Tucker nailed a 3-pointer from the corner to give Houston a 2-point lead. After a timeout, Bogdanovich of the Jazz hit a 29-foot buzzer beater to win the game. Here's how it sounded live.
Trying to get it in, having trouble. Bogdanovich, tough shot, he went in! The Utah Jazz have won it! Bojan Bogdanovich!
Okay, if you missed the Duke-UNC game Saturday, you missed the best college basketball game all season. 2 buzzer beaters, overtime, and only a 2-point margin at the end of this all. Before we dive into the highlights, think about this for a second. In the past 100 meetings between the two schools, each have 50 wins and exactly 7,742 points. Now that's a rivalry. So now, let's see how this rivalry played out Saturday night. The Tar Heels outplayed the Blue Devils for the majority of the night, but couldn't keep their lead when it mattered most. Duke rallied from 13 down in the final 4.5 minutes of regulation. Fast forward to 4 seconds left on the clock when Tre Jones intentionally misses his last free throw, secures the rebound, and chucks up a last-second jump shot to send the game into overtime. Oh, but the madness is not done here. Once again, Duke found themselves in a hole down by 5 points with just 17 seconds left in the game, but they weren't going away. 16 seconds left, it's Tre Jones on the layup, and then a layup by Wendell Moore Jr. Blue Devils trail by 1, just over 6 seconds left. Tre Jones at the line again, shooting 2. Deja vu, he hits the first and purposely misses the second. Duke gets the rebound and Jones goes up for his second buzzer beater, but airballs, only to find teammate Wendell Carter to put in the rebound as time expires. What a game. Now, Duke only led for 1 minute and 47 seconds of the entire game. Unbelievable. Sometimes it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. And Duke sure did just that. Thanks so much for watching this action-packed episode. Stay tuned for episode 29 next week on Schick Pick 6.